Hey y'all. Man, we gotta get into this reaction, y'all. Happy Saturday, funny acting. And so I'm gonna give y'all time to get in here, but until y'all get in here, go ahead on and smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Get your membership. If you haven't got it, get it. Appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna dive into this reaction, and this is only my personal opinion. I'm gonna be nice about it. I'm gonna be real nice about it, okay? Real nice. Go ahead on and get your coffee, tea, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Got a couple of videos that we're gonna run through. The Dekalb County woman gunned down on Halloween by a person she trusted an Airbnb birthday party. Someone asked me would I react on this video. And y'all know me, I told y'all anytime you want me to react on a video, let me know. I would do it. And I'll be nice and kind about it, okay? Now, let me give you a little bit of rundown about what's going on. Let me give you a little rundown of what's going on, funny at. Now, this beautiful young lady right here is really from Texas, okay? But like I told you, I'm gonna be nice about this. She was shot, y'all, and killed on Halloween at an Airbnb birthday party. There has been an arrest, and we're going to get into that later on in the video. Young lady by the name Janiyah Bates. Janiyah, not for 19 years old, y'all. Fresh out of high school. Fresh out of high school. Is charged with Molly's murder and the death of Kennedy Sanders. Now, the area where this incident happened is a beautiful area. Now it's in Atlanta, but it's not in Atlanta, y'all. It's in Dekalb County. On Contley Down Drive. That's a beautiful area. I mean, that's a quiet neighborhood. A nice neighborhood, y'all. This ain't no hood. This is a nice neighborhood. I know exactly where it is. I used to have a friend live over there. Now the shooting occurred over there on Contley Down. Doing a birthday party, y'all, at an Airbnb birthday party. Now something happened at that birthday party. Something happened at that birthday party, y'all. There was a fight that broke out, and Sanders was shot. Kennedy was shot. Her family is in Texas, Dallas. You're going to hear today a little bit from the neighbors. And you know how I judge my information. I go from the news and the research where I got it from, and I tried to work my own reaction from it. You're going to hear what the neighbor reported hearing. I heard an argument followed by the gunshot. Then a car leaving the scene. Now, what that be about? I don't know. I don't know. Decision, y'all know I always talk about making decisions, making responsible decisions. When you having a good time and stuff, you don't think about making decisions. You just do it. I wonder how you go from, I'm just asking a question, from singing happy birthday to you, having fun, kiki and laugh, and then, laughing, having a good time, to they're not going to see you no more. Your family not going to see you anymore. They really not speaking up, y'all, about this. There was a lot of girls there. Nobody coming up. I hope they do. Speak out about what happened. Now, the young lady that I'm going to show you, Janaya, is held without bond. So somebody was talking in. Somebody was talking. Someone was talking. She held without bond. Then she held without a bond. Now, come on now. Janaya Bates made a decision that's gonna allegedly spend the rest of her life in prison. And then Sanders' family lost a beautiful daughter. Lost a beautiful daughter. God, I'm gonna breathe. I'm gonna breathe on that. We're gonna look at Janaya. I found a picture of Janaya. Let me pull it up. This is the young lady that was arrested without a bond at the age of 19. Calm down, Benita. Okay, calm down. You said you gonna be calm. Calm down. $19. That's Janaya Bates. 19 years old, y'all. Charged for the death of Kennedy Sanders. How did it get to that point? How did it get to that point? How did it get to that point tonight? How did it get to that point, Janaya, to where you had to do what you had to do, make that decision? Okay. I'm not going to judge Janaya. I'm not going to judge Kennedy. But y'all got to do better in making y'all decisions. So we're going to take a look. I just want to show y'all. So this is the young lady that took Kennedy's life.
You actually heard arguing for about 15 minutes. Wait, at this house, you can see some of the aftermath here. We're talking about broken off window panels along with screens, even some missing shoes. But what everyone around here says that after this argument, they all heard two gunshots.
It was like bang, stop, and then bang. And then you can hear the car sleep.
Around 3 a.m. Halloween morning, Marta remembers waking up to the sounds of gunfire and a body lying on her street.
It was scary. Seeing that person in front of the house.
Neighbors say this home is an Airbnb that was hosting a party. And while out, they say nothing seemed to get out of hand until the early
Over here, then neighbors, you know that
pulled the trigger at this time. All as neighbors dealing with their street turning
someone is happy.
a senseless loss of life and are struggling to understand how an argument at a Halloween party could end with a body lying on the pavement.
They don't know how to cooperate with each other, how to resolve the issues. So the only way they know how to do it is to shot somebody or stab somebody or kill somebody.
Now, y'all, I want to say, I'm gonna say it nice. I'm gonna say it nice. I want to go back to I just told y'all that I know exactly where the neighborhood at, and the neighborhood is a very quiet, nice neighborhood. It's not wild or nothing. Now I want to take it back to the house. Where the house at? Let me see. Right here. You know what's going? You know what's what might happen? And I think that's one of the major problems in most of these neighborhoods is Airbnb houses. Now I know you're trying to make money off your houses. I know you're trying to get, want to keep your house right there. You don't move in with somebody else allegedly. But though Airbnb become to be a problem, rent them out to the young people, y'all. How many Airbnb shootouts that are either a fight has allegedly broke out in at an Airbnb birthday party. You have Julio Fulio. They started at that party over there. They had to leave that Airbnb. Remember, if you remember the people who was in his murder case, they was living in an Airbnb. Then you have God, dog, it's on my mind. Then you have D4VD and Celeste Rivers situation. Air It's not supposed to be an Airbnb. It's supposed to the man rented out to this guy, but to David it's an Airbnb B and B. So there go another problem with the Airbnb. Then you got this one, and then you have many other Airbnb birthday party rented out. The houses are rented out to a certain person. The house wasn't rented out to the to everyone. This particular house right here that happened to Kennedy, it was rented out to someone else. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking what is going to happen to these Airbnbs. It ain't nothing but a house that somebody rented out to someone else, and they decided to take it upon themselves to have parties. That's what D4VD did. He had parties at that house, and the house don't belongs to them. This neighborhood right here, I'm gonna speak on Kennedy and her friends. Kennedy was at this birthday party. Here go another party in a quiet neighborhood. I've been to a party in that neighborhood right there. We weren't out there loud. You know, like grown people, we like to party because we don't work hard and stuff. So I just want to tell y'all that this neighborhood right here is a very quiet neighborhood. Very quiet. And I'm gonna get my I don't want to get into her parents. I don't want to get into her parent. I'm not here to judge them, what's going on. Um, I just hate that this happened and wish they had made a better decision and a judgment about what's going on. And it ain't nothing grown people can say, about this situation. We just do our best to tell them to be safe. They grown now, do what they want to do. They can do what they want to do. I don't think I do. Pray for them and make good, better decisions. I haven't heard Janaya part of the story. What happened? I don't know.
DeKalb County Police say they found a woman shot to death in the middle of Conley Downs has not been identified yet. Investigators believe she was given a video showing the moments leading up to the shooting.
In this home security.
See, let me put this. I know the words might not be right. I wonder what she said. What she say? Hold on, y'all. I'm put it right. Hold on. This part. Hold on, y'all.
In this home security video, you can see two people get out of a car and start walking down Conley Downs Drive just before 3 Friday morning. While you can't see much from this ring doorbell, you can hear what sounds like female voices.
Was it two gunshots?
Marcia has been living on.
And then I'm gonna let it go. See that house, everybody in that house. That's why I believe they did make a decision to tell on. Let me put it right here and let it play through. Let me let it play through. They did made a good decision to tell Aunt Janaya.
In this home security video, you can see two people get out of a building. While you can't see much from this ring doorbell, you can hear what sounds like female voices yelling at one another.
Maybe for 10 minutes somebody was arguing, and after that it was two gunshots.
Marcia has been living on Conley Downs Drive. One woman died, and just like
Told the man house up. Look, y'all. That look. Whoever owned the Airbnb, he didn't want to talk to them. But look, don't tow his house up. That's what they got. Golly, tow the house up.
shots. It was two females that ended up arguing. They're cussing. I caught up with Brandon Garcia while he was walking his dog. He says this happening in his neighborhood isn't only disturbing as a resident, but having so close to home, is one of my biggest fears. As of Friday afternoon, DeKalb County Police tell me there is no additional information to release.
People. I hate they have. Oh, mess, honey. And I found this video right here, y'all. You know me, I'll take what the news put out there and the information that they put out there, and I try my best to work with it. Oops, sorry, y'all. Sorry about my.
On Halloween, 26-year-old Kennedy Sanders killed. Today, her family sent me these photos of her and said that when they heard what happened, they knew they would have to fight for justice, even though they're 800 miles away.
She got out of Dallas and moved to Atlanta, and
the family of 26-year-old Kennedy Sanders said she came to Metro Atlanta for a fresh start, but it's the place where she took her final breath.
it was a party, and from what I'm hearing, the girl came back to shoot her.
This was a scene early Halloween morning. Neighbors told Channel 2 they heard arguing, and then 15 minutes later, gunshots. DeKalb County Police found Kennedy shot and killed on Conley Downs Drive.
And then they left her in the street.
Tuesday, investigators said they arrested 19-year-old Janaya Bates and charged her with malice murder. Kennedy's aunt, Cynthia Martinez, said she's been fighting for this arrest since she heard what happened to her niece.
It was a little birthday party they had for a friend of theirs on Airbnb. It was only like 10 of them. Nobody's really speaking up. Like the girls that were all there, nobody's really coming up saying anything.
Bates is in jail without a bond. As for Kennedy's family, they are heartbroken and tell me they won't rest until they get justice.
But I know that she's trying to use self-defense as to why she did what she did. But that's not the way it went at all.
Yeah, and Kennedy's aunt tells me she's been on the phone constantly with investigators all the way from Texas and saying that she's going to follow this all the way until they get complete justice. For now, I'm here outside the Dekalb County Jail. I'm Candace McCowan for Channel 2 Action News.
Okay, y'all. That's that information that shout out information that I got on this case. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about this situation. I'm not. I'm just gonna give my condolences to Kennedy's family, and hopefully that Janaya come out with the truth. What happened? What happened? That's all I got to say, y'all. That's all I just. Somebody asked me to do this. Somebody asked me to do this, and I, in the end, y'all do. I'm gonna say this, but it's just my opinion. But I'm gonna say this. I can remember when I was my ages. I remember my aspect when I was, the way I was raised. And, I'm just speaking on me, how to make decisions. Knowing when I turn 18, I'm gonna be out on my own, doing my thing, ready for the next life. Not taking people's life. A lot of these young girls that in situations like this doesn't think because they wasn't raised to make allegedly don't realize I'm gonna say realize don't realize that the decisions that they make quickly without thinking. Like the aunt said, you heard from the aunt. Aunt said they got Kennedy and the young lady got into an altercation at the Airbnb birthday party. And they left and then they came back. That's premeditated, y'all. It's just an altercation. It was I don't care nothing about what her name Kennedy's job, what she do. She's still working. What she does, that's her business. She bringing an income in. She didn't deserve for this to happen to her. And I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I ain't gonna say nothing else because it happening every day. I'm gonna come back, y'all. I'm gonna come back. I don't have nothing to say. I really don't have nothing else to say, but I want to give my condolences to this young lady, family. That's all I can do. That our kids are learning the hard way, y'all. They I don't know. It has to be in. I know. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm like, y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good night or whatever you do. Enjoy the rest of your day. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I ain't gonna say nothing else. And the reason why I don't want to say nothing else because we are living in a sensitive world. We are the least little thing you say, they so sensitive.